Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight for 23 ABC News at 6. I'm Jessica Harrington. Tonight's top stories. As dozens continue to mourn the death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, we're learning new details about the crash. The new information the NTSB released tonight and what's next in the investigation. And a man from Delano arrested in a cold case accused of killing several of his children. The latest on the investigation. Allison?
And we are tracking an increase in winds tomorrow night. I'll let you know what that means for air quality right here in the valley when 23 ABC News at 6 starts right now.
Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News at 6 starts now.
I went to school with Kobe. I was a year ahead of him. And we played basketball on the same team from my sophomore year to when I graduated, and remained friends ever since then. Such a huge loss for everybody, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Vanessa and the girls and the Bryant family.
The world continues to mourn the loss of basketball legend Kobe Bryant. NTSB investigators holding a news conference this evening, a day after a helicopter crash left all 9 people on board dead, including NBA legend Kobe Bryant. As part of the update, investigators say the helicopter did not have a black box, but added that there was an iPad on board, which may contain some navigation information to assist investigators. They added that the helicopter was not required to carry a black box. They also said that the NTSB plans on combing through the wreckage for 5 days, but added that an official cause of the crash will take longer. The FBI is on hand assisting the NTSB, but officials say they're doing so to help collect evidence and not as part of a criminal investigation. Investigators continue to collect that evidence to figure out what caused the crash. ABC's Elena Gomez is at the Staples Center in Los Angeles with more.
Today, Kobe Bryant is being remembered by fans.
It's painful. We really lost somebody legendary.
And friends as a man respected well beyond the game.
His evolution as a husband and as a father and as a man that wanted to impact the community beyond basketball.
Meanwhile, investigators are working to figure out what caused the helicopter crash, killing Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter, and 7 others on board.
This impacted so many families, and there's husbands that lost their wives, wives lost their husbands, parents lost their children, and vice versa. So it's a tough day for everyone.
Matt Mauser heartbroken over the loss of his wife Christina, also on board that helicopter.
She could really read people, and she was deep. She was very warm, kind.
The group was headed to Bryant's daughter Gianna's basketball game, leaving Orange County just after 9 in the morning. It was expected to be a quick trip, but around 9:45, the helicopter crashed in Calabasas, just north of Los Angeles.
Visibility 2.5 miles with haze, ceiling 1,100 overcast, temperature 122.8.
Fog was so heavy that Los Angeles police grounded their helicopters. Officials say it's still unclear if the weather played a role in this crash. Today, the reality setting in, the shock lingering, fans remembering Bryant's drive and the way he inspired people across the country. The NTSB confirms with ABC News that its investigators are at the crash site and beginning to document evidence. Elena Gomez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, and our coverage will continue more later in sports, but we want to turn now to a Delano man who is under arrest tonight, accused of killing 5 of his infant children in the 90s and 2000s. Reporter Mady Gomez has the latest for us tonight out of Sacramento.
Police say this man, 57-year-old Paul Perez, is suspected of killing 5 of his infant children starting in 1992 and ending in 2001.
They've also alleged that the murders were committed by means of lying in wait and through torture.
Authorities started investigating the case back on March 29, 2007, after a fisherman discovered the remains of a 3-month-old in a metal cooler in a waterway near Woodland. The cause of death was determined to be blunt force trauma. 12 years later, authorities identified the infant as Nico Lee Perez, born on November 8, 1996 in Fresno. Authorities say his DNA helped crack the case.
Our missing DNA program uploaded the infant's DNA to the Combined DNA Index System, also known as CODIS, where it was checked every week for direct matches.
He says when those matches failed to give them the infant's identity, they expanded the search to find relatives. He pointed out that no outside genetic genealogy company was used in this case.
That approach helped us to identify the probable father of the infant in this case. The investigative team working with this information was able to take this lead and identify the father, Paul Perez, as a suspect.
Authorities are not saying how they linked the father to the murder, but they say a second infant's body has also been located. They are now searching for the bodies of the 3 remaining siblings. No further details were given out. Perez is now facing 5 counts of murder, and because of the severity of the case, the Yolo County District Attorney's Office says he could face the death penalty. At the time of the arrest, the suspect was serving time at Kern Valley State Prison on unrelated charges. Authorities say Perez was days away from being released.
And that was Mady Gomez reporting for us tonight. We want to turn now and bring in 23 ABC's meteorologist Allison Gargaro. We had another beautiful day here in Bakersfield. We are loving these warm temperatures.
Yeah, it was definitely feeling nice out there today, Jess, and that's really going to be the case for the rest of the week and especially this weekend. We have much warmer temperatures on the way, but today we were 5 degrees above the seasonal average of 58 with a high of 63 and holding on to those upper 50s right now as we head into the evening hours. So 57 in Bakersfield, 48 in Lake Isabella, and 33 already down in Fraser Park. But something that I want to point out is where we are seeing those clear skies up near Delano, McFarland for us here in Bakersfield as well as in Arvin. That's where we were seeing some patchy fog this morning, and that's where we have the potential to see that patchy fog again for your Tuesday, potentially even on a Wednesday morning as well. So that's going to be happening in the early morning hours, probably right before sunrise, and then it will be clearing as we head into the afternoon. So overnight low of 43 degrees, then tomorrow a high of 60. So again, cooler than what we were feeling today, but much warmer temperatures are on the way. I have more details on this dry conditions as well as stable air that you can expect, but we will be seeing an increase in winds from this system coming up next.
Earlier today, cadets at the Bakersfield Police Training Academy learned more about how they can better connect with the community. I got the chance to speak with them today about their role with the media. Check this out.
So my name is Jessica Harrington. I'm the evening anchor at 23 ABC, and I'm here to talk to you about what we do as the media and how we...
So I spoke to the BPD Academy about what the media does, how we work together with law enforcement to get information out to the public. And I was just one of multiple speakers from the community who spoke to the Academy. One of the cadets saying she gained a lot of knowledge from today's presentations, saying it was interesting learning about different points of view.
Different perspectives. So it's really great to hear different perspectives from community members on law enforcement in general and how to build a better relationship within the community.
I also helped explain how the relationship between police and media is always evolving and can improve, and even had 2 cadets give mock interviews as if they were being interviewed by the press. Well, local organizations will be teaming up to discuss issues in the education system during the March for Educational Justice. The Kern Justice Collaborative will talk about the importance of a positive school environment while working to improve the academic outcomes for minority students. Those interested in attending will meet at the Ross located on Ming Avenue Thursday at 5:30 p.m. The group will then march to the KHSD Community Forum at West High School on New Stein Road. And the Kern High School District Forum will be talking about student behavior and school climate in the district. The meeting will include samples of student discipline and referral data, current school climate survey results, and practices related to positive behavior interventions and supports. The community forum starts at 7 p.m. Thursday in DeMello Hall at West High School, which is located at 1200 New Stein Road. Stockdale Christian School will be celebrating School Choice Week, highlighting student successes tomorrow. Bakersfield Mayor Karen Go will be attending the celebration. The event will coincide with the history-making celebration of National School Choice Week 2020, where more than 50,000 schools will participate in the celebrations across the country. The head of Stockdale Christian School says we're excited to highlight our student successes and showcase our school to the local community. Also tomorrow, a special event is being held at CSUB for a select group of people. There will be free legal immigration services on campus. Attorneys and paralegals are available to provide legal consultations to immigrants, asylum seekers, and refugees. The services will be offered in the Dreamers Resource Center tomorrow and Wednesday by appointment only. Services are only for students, faculty, and staff at the university. Of course, we have a link available right now on our website, turnto23.com. If you would like to make an appointment and if you qualify to do so. All right, we're going to turn now because 23 ABC Sports Director Carrie Osep is joining us from the Live Center with a new development concerning the Lakers and Kobe Bryant. Carrie?
Hey Jess, of course, it's been a tough 24 hours. It's going to be a tough week, but the league announced earlier today that tomorrow's game between the Clippers and Lakers has been canceled as a way to pay respects to Bryant, his family, and the Lakers. But of course, some big news out of the game last night. It was a tough moment for all the players that had to play in those games, along with the coaches. Numerous basketball players also honored the memory and legacy of Kobe Bryant on Sunday, one of those being Atlanta Hawks' Trae Young. He not only wore number 8 in honor of Kobe Bryant, but he also took 24 shots, which is the same number as the other jersey number that Bryant wore. Those coincidences didn't stop there because he finished the game with 81% shooting from the foul line. The highest scoring game for Kobe was against the Raptors when he scored 81 points as well. I'll have more on Bryant and reactions from local coaches coming up later as 23 ABC News at 6 will be right back.